Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Symphonia HD Chronicles Blind. There's a lot of names in this game. Before I begin, I do want to very briefly say that I'm an idiot. After I played this the last time, I got to thinking about it a little bit, and I started to realize that the whole, subplot of, Lord Bryant and trying to track him down, and I was off searching for nobles, is really bloody obvious when you think about it for a second. Or at the very least, if this isn't obvious, the game is very intentionally making me think that it's really obvious, if that makes any sense. For those of you that haven't played before, if you haven't played before, you know very well what I'm probably talking about. Again, it may be misleading me, but I don't feel like they are. You've got Presea's sister that worked for Lord Bryant, and Lord Bryant seems to have brought about her death at some point. However, we know that the sister, I can't remember her name right now, but the sister didn't seem angry at Lord Bryant for it. She wanted to bring Lord Bryant here, but she almost seemed sad about it. So it almost seems like it wasn't intentional, or there's more to the story. Now, we also have Regal, or his actual name is Regal, I just never call him Regal, who we know was serving time and, was sent to a prison because he killed somebody. And he has this unnatural fascination and this very protective instinct towards Presea. And he won't go into the city where Presea's sister is buried. So it's like, all these things together, I should have really figured out last episode what was going on, because it seems super obvious. Now, basically as soon as I stopped recording, I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's Altamira. I'm not going back into Altamira. Where did they say the gate was? Otherworldly gate. Okay. Island to the east of Altamira. Well, east is this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. East is this way. It's not an island. There is a small island off the tip of this thing. Is this the otherworldly gate? I imagine it is. The otherworldly gate. I'm smart. And there's Rain. No, that's Rain, not Professor. I know she's actually Professor Rain, but come on.
Everyone, why are you all here?
Because you ditched us and we had to come after you, duh.
Why do you think we're here? We were worried about you.
Come on. Seriously, I don't understand why people just, will abandon their party in RPGs and then be surprised when the party comes after them.
It's dangerous to come here alone. As a fellow half-elf, I can't just leave you here by yourself.
I'm also not entirely sure. I will say that it's impressive that Rain didn't get abducted, because that's typically what always happens whenever you get separated from your party.
Why did you come to this place?
This is where Genus and I were abandoned.
Oh, wait, Rain and Genus are from this world? That actually makes a ton of sense, because we didn't see any half-elves in Sylvarant. I just assumed that the Desians were a sect of half-elves, and the other half-elves had basically gone into hiding because of it. But yeah, it's like the entire time we were running around Sylverant, we never saw any half-elves that weren't Desians. So it makes a lot of sense why these guys are here. Although I do again have to wonder, I also didn't really run into any elves in Sylverant, so how did Rain and Jenna say, oh yeah, we're elves, and get that accepted? Because I would think the people in Sylverant would be like, what the hell's an elf?
What are you talking about? You two are from Sylvarant.
Well, obviously not, Lloyd.
No. I happened to catch sight of this place when we rescued Colette, and it's been on my mind ever since.
Does that mean they didn't know that they were from, this world? I forgot the name of this world. Oh my gosh. This is the I love doing small episodes because it means that I'm not ahead of you guys, but I also hate doing small episodes because I don't play it enough and, names slip away.
Then, when I heard the story about the two poles which connect the two worlds, I became certain the images in my memory, the ruin I've been searching for all this time, is this place.
Oh, poor Rain. So yeah, I don't think she ever realized that she was not from Sylvarant. So she's been searching all over Sylvarant trying to find a ruin that doesn't exist.
So what are you saying? The two of you were born in Tetheala?
Tetheala, thank you. That was bothering me. I was trying to remember it.
Can't be. All my memories are of Ysalia. I don't know this place at all.
Well, you are a lot younger than Rain.
We were born and raised in the village of the elves, from which we were eventually ostracized.
Well, that sounds like a story.
We were abandoned here because this place was said to be the path to the legendary Sylverant.
So they what? Elves take ostracization? I don't know quite how to pronounce that, but they take that really seriously. I mean, when they kick you out, they want to try to kick you out of the entire world.
The village of the elves? Secret village said to be off limits to anyone except elvenkind?
Oh, it's not much of a secret. We've already been there.
Yes. I don't know the details of what happened.
You don't know what got you kicked out of the village? You must have been like the worst kids ever to have been like done something so bad to get kicked out before you even had like conscious thought.
But I'm positive that I was left here along with Genus when he was just a newborn, and we eventually ended up in Sylvarant.
Although if they're half-elves, I wonder if that's enough. I wonder if just the fact of being a half-elf is enough to get you kicked out of an elven village. I think we've heard about that before, how the half-elves in this land are treated second-class citizens by humans and not even acknowledged by elves, so that would make sense. One would wonder why Rain was tolerated for as long as she was, but I bet we'll find out.
Then this time, let me send you to hell instead.
Hi, Kuchinawa.
Who's there?
Are you one of the ninjas that I know? I can't I kind of think I remember that name.
Kuchinawa! What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah. I thought that was one of the ninjas that we ran into before.
My chance to avenge my parents' deaths has finally arrived.
Seriously? You're going to attack a newborn over your parents dying? I'm pretty sure the newborn had nothing to do with it.
Avenge your parents?
Correct. You will die for killing my parents, along with countless others of our village when you failed to
never mind.
control
Has
both.
nothing to do with Rain.
What?
That was an accident. Why are you doing this now?
Accident? I could have accepted things if she just failed to make a pact with a summon spirit. But then, she failed to assassinate the Chosen of Sylvarant, thereby placing Mizuho in danger. Yet look at her now. She's made pacts with summon spirits just like that.
You have it all wrong.
Wow, he's pretty committed to his version of events.
Do I? I think she wasn't really trying during the first pact making.
I'm pretty sure she didn't want the village half
Because
destroyed.
of that, she killed my parents and our people.
I did the best I could.
Don't even listen to him. He obviously isn't that committed to his people if he's allied with the Oracle Knights or whoever. Those aren't the Oracle Knights. Those are from Abyss. But basically, that's what they look like.
Enough excuses.
They're still the church people.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Yeah, I'll take these. There goes the first one. There's the second one.
Here we go!
I didn't get anything cool. Okay.
It looks like
That was not much of a challenge, I must say. I better cook though, because there very well could be another battle like immediately on the behind of this one. Well, immediately on the behind, did I really just say that? Yeah, as I thought. As I said, I didn't attack. I didn't have to fight Red Ninja
Damn.
guy.
There's too many of them.
Not really. I mean, there were 4 of us, just took out 3 of them. We could build 6 at a time, and there's only like 12.
Kuchinawa, please! Don't drag them into this!
Are you talking about us, or are you talking about the other knights? Because we're fine.
I'm the one you despise, right? Then I'm the only one you need to kill.
Sheena, stop talking like that.
Okay, I usually really like the art style, but I have to say that the expression kind of fails on this one. He just seems like derpy and happy while, you know, she's trying to throw her life away.
It's okay. Kuchinawa, please.
Dude, we don't have to worry about them. We can totally take them all.
Fine.
Oh, here comes Sylvarant, it looks like. I was gonna miss the gate.
You gotta be kidding me. Enough of this, Sheena.
Oh, she didn't say ah. They didn't animate. They didn't like audiate that one.
Lloyd, come on. Everybody, into the gate.
All right. This must have been triggered when we got the last of the Summon Spirits on this side, and it's kind of the plot reason for us to go to the other side and get them. And everyone else just sort of stands there. Okay, no, he does run out.
Damn! The Guardian signature trail disappeared. They've escaped into Sylverant.
Without our renegades. I know I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, but I can never remember quite how to pronounce it.
Where are we?
Sylvarant.
Probably on the outskirts of Palma Costa.
Wow, you can tell that just by glancing around?
We're back in Sylverant?
The mana level seems to have risen, but it's definitely Sylvarant.
Whew, man. Never thought I'd wind up coming over to this side like that.
Zealous, why did you butt in?
Actually, that's a decent question. Not why did Zealous butt in. We obviously know that. But, I do have to wonder slightly. Those knights looked like the, Temple's knights. Why were they helping the ninja kill Sheena? You know, because they totally seem to be completely okay with, the deal of just killing Sheena. But aren't they the ones actively hunting Zelos?
Excuse me? Don't tell me you actually wanted to die back there.
Well,
Besides, those guys would have come after us regardless of whether or not you died. Pope's orders and all.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I'm glad to know that I'm keeping up with the plot well enough to catch these inconsistencies before the game reminds us that they exist.
are you saying Kuchinawa is working for the Pope?
Well, yeah, didn't you see the knights?
It's likely. Those assassins he had with him were the Pope's men, weren't they?
Yeah, I'm awesome!
I'm certain of it.
Sheena, please don't do something like that again. Don't make the same mistakes I did.
Oh, that's a really nice line right
Nothing
there.
good will come of you sacrificing your life.
Colette's absolutely right. You should thank Zelos, Sheena.
Thanks.
Aww.
Come on now. Would it hurt you to give me a kiss or two?
Yes, it would.
Zelos, you're horrible.
Ooh. Ouch.
But what are we gonna do now?
Well, we're
Well,
going
since
to...
we're back in Sylverant, why don't we find out what the Desians are up to?
Let's also take out the other, summon spirits.
What about Mythos? We can't drag him into this.
Well, he's already kind of drug.
Maybe we could ask the Palmacosta government to take care of him for a while.
Neil, huh? I guess that's a good idea.
I want to fight too.
What are you saying? This journey is dangerous even if you had an X-Sphere.
He's right, Mythos. We do appreciate your sentiment, though.
I suppose you're right. I understand.
Guys, I'm still don't think he's just some random guy named Mythos. Although, I guess if he doesn't have an X-Sphere, it does make it less likely he's the reincarnation of the original Mythos. Plus, I think the summon spirits might notice if Mythos was still running around. It's not like you to mope around. I'm certainly not looking for you to cheer me up. There you go, that's the spirit. That Kuchinawa. Haha, well, don't give him too hard a time now. Just leave me alone. I hate traitors more than anything else. Ooh, scary, scary. There's nothing worse than a hysteric woman. Would you please just leave me alone? You should stop and consider who betrayed whom first, don't you think? What did you just say? Uh-oh, retreat! Okay, so we'll go to Pamacosta first in order to see about, yeah, Neil. The Chosen One, Lloyd. How is the journey to release the seals going? Well, actually, everything's going well. Anyway, we were wondering if you could take care of him for a while. Well, I certainly don't mind, but who is he? He's traveling with us for the moment, but we're heading to an area that's too dangerous for him. Are you heading to the Pamacosta Ranch? What? What are you talking about? That was destroyed! Oh, you're not? We've recently received reports that the Scions are wandering inside the ruins of the ranch. We've increased our security. I wonder if Magnus came back. I don't know if it's related, but there are also reports that the Scions are attacking the sea route between Izud and Pamacosta. They seem to be constructing some sort of giant infrastructure in the ocean floor. The remote island human ranch is located in that region. I wonder what's going on over there. Maybe it's that mana cannon that Rodile's building. Well, if you're worried about it, why don't we go take a look? Even if it's not the mana cannon, this city will become the next Luan if Pamacosta Ranch is operational again. Yeah, let's check out the Pamacosta Ranch. Well, it seems our plans are set. We'll come back for Mythos later. I see. I understand. I don't remember your voice, Mythos. I'm sorry. Yeah, just wait here for a little while. Is that okay, Mythos? Sure. Janus, please take this with you. What is it? It's a memento of my sister who passed away. I can't take that. If you find yourself in danger, play it. I don't know what it can do, but it may just be able to save you. Alright, thank you. Promise I'll come back and return it to you. Interesting. And why is it Mythos' panpipe if it's his sister's? So yeah, this is where that one creature was, but nothing down here now. Okay, so I do want, for sure... For a second I thought that guard freaked out, but yeah, of course, we're in Sylvarant now, so the guards aren't trying to kill us. Yeah, definitely want to buy some life bottles, because I'm pretty sure I'm running low. No. That was weird. There's a little audio glitch on the mouse cursor, or indicator icon, or whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and save there. So where exactly do I find myself an item shop? I've forgotten, unfortunately. Yes. Oh, no! I wanted an item shop. I was agreeing to buy that. I mean, granted, I know it's totally my own fault for not reading what I was agreeing to, but come on! Okay, so I've got 20 of those, another 3 of those, and I definitely need... Wow, I'm rolling in money now. That always happens in RPGs, though. You play through them, and money is... I do have to... Actually, I shouldn't say actually. It sounds like... surprise. But I do have to compliment this game in that money is very... A lot of RPGs, you just always have enough money to buy everything. But this one, it does make interesting decisions early on, but now I'm just rolling. It'd be terrible if Balbacosa's human ranch is rebuilt. Yeah, they'll attack the city again and kill more innocent people. And make more X-Spheres. X-Sphere manufacturer. I'd heard the stories, but human ranches are an abomination. Yeah, I don't want to see any more people killed for the sake of X-Spheres. Indeed. There must be no more victims like Alicia. Never again. Well, that pretty much... Oh, I do still have these. That makes sense, because they're sort of like in my pocket, but for some reason I thought that I wouldn't have them in this world. And I thought incorrectly. Hey there, Ruins. I feel sorry for Nori, she never use them anymore.
Renegades.
Hello, Renegades. Remember us? We're a lot more powerful than we used to be.
So that's it. Neil and the others couldn't tell the difference between the Desians and the Renegades.
We've been waiting for you. Are you saying you were expecting us to come here?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. How would you know we would come back from Telethea just to come here?
Does it really matter? We have more important things to discuss, such as joining forces.
Do you recall that you tried to kill us?
Unbelievable. You actually expect us to trust you after all you've done to Lloyd and Colette?
The circumstances have changed.
That means you need us, but that doesn't mean we should trust you.
Ewan!
Do you know of the giant Carlon tree?
No? Is that like the Ophala tree?
The legendary giant tree said to have existed in the holy ground of Carlon, right?
Zelos, you know things? Oh, I guess if it has to do with, like, being chosen, you probably would.
It's the tree of life which produces infinite mana.
Well, if it produces infinite mana, why do we have this problem with two worlds?
Isn't that just a fairy tale?
Oh, because it doesn't exist. That makes sense.
The giant Carlon tree indeed existed, but the Carlon War exhausted its mana supply and the tree wilted away.
But it produces infinite mana. You can't exhaust infinite
All
mana.
that remains is its seed left in the holy ground of Carlon.
The seed of the giant tree is in the final seal?
It is known as the Great Seed.
Are you talking about the soul of Mythos?
Now that is a fairy tale. The Great Seed, the source of the world's mana, is the seed of the giant tree.
The Great Seed is absolutely vital in order to reunite the two worlds.
We're actually not trying to reunite them. We're trying to split them apart.
Reunite the two worlds? I believe I told you before. Yggdrasil is the creator of the two worlds. Originally, the world was one, but Yggdrasil ripped it asunder.
How is it even possible for someone to split the world apart?
Well, you have to be really, really strong, Lloyd.
It was possible for Yggdrasil. The two worlds have managed to survive by vying for the small amount of mana seeping from the Great Seed.
So that's why the cycle of flourishing and declining continues, and the Chosen goes on the journey of regeneration.
So, if I'm understanding this correctly, the two worlds used to be one world, and there used to be a tree that supplied way more mana than the worlds could ever use, so the world was in prosperity. And for some reason, there was a war that destroyed the tree and greatly, greatly reduced the mana supply. At some point, maybe possibly around the same time, but we don't really know, the Yggdrasil tore the two worlds apart, or tore the world apart and made two worlds out of it, stretching the mana supply even less and created this cycle. Correct?
But if the Great Seed germinates, the giant tree will be restored and the cycle will come to an end.
Will that reunite the two worlds, or will that just supply enough mana that the two worlds can both exist?
How do we resurrect the giant tree?
And is it bad that we've already kind of split the worlds apart?
The Great Seed is nearly dead. We must expose it to a large amount of mana in order to save it.
Oh, well, we have a whole bunch of summon spirits.
There's no supply of mana like that to be found anywhere in the world.
Crucius's base, Daris Karlon, is a comet made from a giant mass of mana. It lies suspended in the sky high above this land. All we have to do is use that.
Well, if that's true, why doesn't Yggdrasil revive the giant tree?
Well, Yggdrasil doesn't sound like he wants the worlds reunited. He's the one that split them apart.
All of Daris Karlon's mana is being given to Martel for the sake of resurrecting her.
What?
By using the power of a Crucius crystal, Martel's soul lives on, existing as a part of the Great Seed.
If Martel awakes, the Great Seed will be absorbed into her and disappear. The reverse also holds true.
So if we revive the Great Seed in the tree, then Martel dies. And this whole, like, chosen journey thing won't happen anymore. Which would be fine, because if the tree's back, we won't need it.
In order to prevent that from happening, Yggdrasil protects the Great Seed with the seals of the Summon Spirits.
So that's why the renegades are trying to stop Martel's revival.
Yes. We will make the Great Seed germinate.
Okay, this is starting to make more sense. And we kind of... Yuan was still short-sighted, but that does explain why he was so adamant about not having Colette survive. Because Colette's entire job was to bring Martel back. And if he could just stop that, then it was the easiest way to make sure that his plans weren't, like, brought to an early end.
As a result, Martel will be absorbed by the seed, and then...
And also, because Colette is now considered unsuitable to become Martel, is why he's so willing to work with us, because we no longer represent any sort of threat to him.
The giant Karlon tree will be reborn.
If that happens, will the two worlds become one again?
That I don't know. The only certainty is that the world will end if the seed is lost.
So, you're gonna have Miss Martel be a good little girl and disappear.
Martel is already dead. If it weren't for Daris Karlon's mana, her soul would have disappeared a long time ago.
Why is Yggdrasil so obsessed with Martel?
Because they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
That doesn't matter. What's important is that we see to it that the Great Seed germinates.
Whenever a character in an RPG says, oh, that's not important, then that means it's totally important.
Up till now, the Great Seed has been protected by the Summon Spirits of the declining world.
The mana links.
Correct. Now that the links have begun to unravel, the Great Seed's protection has weakened.
So we have to go around, get the remaining mana links, and then head to the Great Seed?
Because we have been forming pacts with the summoned spirits of both worlds.
Now I understand why you want us to join you. It's because we have Sheena, a summoner.
Ewan, are you with Crucius, or are you with the renegades?
I'm pretty sure he's with both, but actually the renegades.
I'm with Crucius, and I am also the leader of the renegades.
A double agent?
In other words, a traitor.
So, what's your decision?
Okay.
Lloyd, you're going to trust him?
Well, he's basically asking us to do the exact same thing we were planning to do anyway. So, if he's going to betray us, he's going to betray us, but he's not actually asking us to do anything different.
Yeah. He's revealed the fact that he is a traitor. He's putting himself on the line. That has to mean something.
I'll trust him too.
Colette, you trust everybody. Someone can be actively trying to kill you and you trust them.
You were headed towards Rodile's ranch, correct?
You sure know a lot about what we're doing. You have a spy watching us or something?
No kidding. But either way, we have to stop that mana cannon thing before it's completed.
We also have a debt to pay back to Rodile.
The ranch and mana cannon systems should be interlinked. Disabling the control room should be our first priority.
You seem to know quite a lot about them.
We have a reason to infiltrate Rodile's ranch as well. We can guide you to the entrance if you like.
We're teaming up, right? Of course. Please take us there.
Oh, I thought... That's why I was trying to remember which ranch was Rodile's, so we destroyed 2 of them.
Why are you going to the ranch?
We need to make preparations to fire mana at the Great Seed. Oh, by the way, the Riard dimensional transfer system will be offline while we make our preparations. You'll have to wait until after we infiltrate the ranch if you want to get back to Tetheala.
Well, that's okay. I don't even know how to actually transfer between the worlds.
Got it.
Talk to Boda when you're ready. I'll leave the rest to you, Boda.
Understood.
Well, yeah, let's do it. I didn't come here to not go in. Yep, let's do it. Alright. Why did the half-elves all walk like that in the science? I mean, only people in uniforms do it. Is it just to make them more distinctive, or is there actually a reason for it? Thank you. That's actually really, really good. Hear that, Rain? It's not like I destroy them for fun, you know. In order to disable the mana cannon, we need to get to the control room. My intuition tells me it's probably the room furthest in. So, for this place, that would be the top floor. You're amazing, Lloyd! Yeah, I've been to enough of these places already. Oh, that's Janice. So, things like that should be pretty obvious. Well then, let's get going and look for that control room. Oh, I like this shot.